For those of you that are still watching from having seen this in the debrief, it just looks freaking weird how close it is to the real thing. Let's take a look at this here.
An emergency return to this runway.
Like, look at this.
Cool.
With the tailwind.
With the tail.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
I have the controls.
Your controls.
Okay.
Look at that.
And I have the radios as well.
Okay.
How cool is that?
Charlie,
Heading
172,
180, thank you so much, man.
Runway 18, we're going to have an engine failure on takeoff at 50 feet.
Contact Downway Tower 126.8. Good day. 126.8.
Brilliant.
Yeah, right. Okay, heat slates, ignitions are all on. Let's see, your panel doesn't apply in this airplane. I have good brakes. So we're using every single inch of this runway. Ready?
Yep.
Here's 18. Here we go. All set.
2nd November, left crosswind for left downwind departure northbound. French Valley traffic, Sky 7257 Papa, 2,800, about 5 miles to the west, going to overfly the field, and then enter a left downwind runway 18.
Power out.
French Valley.
Nose down, full flaps, slip. Touch it down.
So a little flat.
Hard on the brakes.
Look how much runway we used.
A lot of it. Jesus.
And that's dumping full flaps immediately and a slip.
Wow.
Granted, I'm not overly hard on the brakes. I didn't force it on the ground immediately. I kind of let it fly onto the
Looks
ground.
pretty good, Melon, doesn't it?
That's 6,000 feet of runway used.
Yeah. And a 172. Yeah.
So what does
And
that
then
tell you?
we turned off right
it tells
before
you that
the,
you have
the runway
not a lot of
extension.
time to make that decision. You have to keep the runway length for whatever airport you're at in mind. 20 left, is going to have a different considerations than this place.
Right.
If we're at Fallbrook, this is going to be very difficult.
Right. So, here's the takeaway that I want you to understand. When people talk about no runway remaining, think about how long they're waiting to declare no runway remaining. We just used 6,000 feet with a 10-knot headwind.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much as soon as you're through about 10 feet in a 172 off of 20 left, you're out of runway. Like, you're going to be on taxiway alpha.
Yeah.
So,
Now, you obviously knew that it was coming, so when you
Right.
pulled the power, you were automatic,
instant push forward,
Yeah.
full flaps,
You-
dump everything.
Yeah, you were anticipating it.
Right.
But when you're not anticipating it, well, let me put it this way: how often of a failure are you
Almost
going to
triple
have where the
digits
engine
minimums?
does
That's awesome, dude.
fail to that extreme, like where it's off?
Very few engine failures are full engine failures. Usually you'll have some amount of power left.
Yeah.
If it is a full engine failure,
Yeah, that's
it's
awesome,
friggin'
dude.
catastrophic.
Right, you've got a
piston has departed the engine.
Yeah, you've thrown a rod.
Yeah, exactly. So when that happens, then yeah, it's like you've lost all power, obviously.
Yeah.
Those are rare.
So in a kind of a less rare, more partial engine failure, or
Okay, so let's check this out. I think our friend is still not over the field yet. French Valley traffic, White Skyhawk is departing 18. We're gonna have an engine failure at 50 feet and land on 18 and vacate the runway, French Valley.
French Valley traffic, Sky 7257 Papa is over the field at 3,000. We'll head out eastbound ways and give you some room before you enter left down 18 French Valley.
Oh, we should be good. We should be good. We're just about ready to roll here. We should have plenty of time.
Sounds good.
Okay, so here is the runway. Let's go. Make sure it's full. Let's get actually on the center line. Oh god, not a rudder tank slapper. Okay, here we go. It's going to kind of ruin everything a little bit, but that looks fine. Okay, 1,300 feet. There's 60. There's 50 feet. full flaps. We just missed it. We just missed it. So that little screw around at the beginning, that did us in. So we will try that again. Try not to get a tank slapper going, and we will like V1 taxi back. French Valley traffic, Skyhawk is clear of 18, taxiing back to 18 French Valley. Yeah, flaps came down immediately, nose went down immediately. Yeah, loves to fly, hates to land. But I think we could have made it had I not
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 7257, Papa's on the
screwed
45,
around.
runway 18, French Valley.
Just like the ground physics on this is not great. We also don't have that 10 knot straight headwind like we had in the real plane as well. This looks like it's a pretty good right angle crosswind. So that doesn't help at all. And it also doesn't help that I'm taxiing on the grass as I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Come on, get out of there. I doubt you would want a plane that doesn't love to fly. That's really funny. It's a little bit on the annoying side that a 172 likes to fly too much. It really makes it a pain in the ass sometimes.
Pull up. Pull up.
Cod Tark? Did I get that right? Thank you very much for the follow, man. Welcome aboard, and I appreciate it. All right, where's our friend here? We're gonna do this one more
French Valley
time.
traffic, Skyhawk 7257, Papa's turning left base, runway 18, French Valley.
Oh yeah, tons of time. Tons of time. All right, so we got to make that first or that second to last.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 7257, Papa's turning final, runway 18, French Valley.
What is that? Bravo, taxiway Bravo. Okay, while we're waiting for him to land, let's check this out again.
Ready?
Yep.
Here's 18. Here we go. All set.
2nd November, left crosswind for left downwind departure northbound.
Okay, we're up. 50 feet. Power off. Nose down, full flaps, full slip. There's taxiway Charlie. So you're down just past Charlie.
So a little flat. Look how much runway we used.
A lot of it. Jesus.
And that's dumping full flaps immediately and a slip.
7257, Papa's clear, runway 18,
Wow.
French Valley.
Granted.
Okay, and he's clear of the runway. French Valley traffic, Skyhawk is going to be departing 18. We're going to have an engine failure at 50 feet and land straight ahead, French Valley. Okay. Now let's actually do this where we don't have to screw around. Yeah, he did everything faster. Okay, 1.8 full power. And we're flying. $50 feet. Full flaps. Full slip. Yikes. So I don't know which one is this. Oh yeah, okay. So that was about right there. So there's our taxiway Bravo, even though it's listed as Alpha 4 here. Faster, yeah, but rockier for sure. Much better. Legendary at what though? Ceremonial Melon. I did make Flight Sim best this week, so that is not to be taken lightly. And I have a bobblehead. Yeah. Brad has 750 hours in a 172, and I have 25. So yeah, Brad does not have a bobblehead. See? He does have his name in the plane, though. So he does have that. He's got that going for him, which is nice. Where's our friend? Where'd he go? Ceremonial Melon has -5 or -0.5738 hours in airplane. It's not even mad. It's amazing. This taxi is taking far too long. Let's get this show on the road here. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, there's our Cessna friend. Looks like he's pulling into his parking spot. Hello, High Wing. There's our buddy. All right. Now let's check out the impossible, but somehow possible turn. High Wing, you'll enjoy this.
Possible. I'll show you it today.
Okay.
The problem you're going
What's
to
up,
have with
Bubonic?
a possible turn, again, is having too much energy. Most people think, okay, 500 feet, engine failure, return to the airport. It's going to be this nice gradual turn back around. It's aggressive. It is an aggressive maneuver, and you'll see why.
What's up, Peanut?
Basically, if you do the nice gradual turn back around, standard rate or 10 degrees of bank or whatever some people who have never done it tell you to do,
you're going to overshoot the angle.
You're going to run out of runway. Or you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to lose too much altitude in the turn. The goal is to get turned around as fast as you possibly can and get back on runway heading as soon as practical.
Okay.
Okay?
And we're going to be at pretty decent speeds, but still slower speeds. And if you make it too tight, like the stall speed is going to increase the tighter the turn is.
Yes.
So you do have to be careful not to.
So my 60-degree bank stall speed's
below
about 60
minimums.
knots.
Thank
So it's
you
kind of
for the
an easy
gifted
way
sub
remember
to
that. So
Pilot
don't go slower than
Peanut
60
Butter.
in your turn. We
Pilot
won't be
Peanut
all the
Butter,
way at 60. We'll
welcome,
probably
dude.
be like 45, 50 degrees, but it's an emergency. I'm showing you kind of how it works,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
And we
Cool.
will have an
So the
updated
engine is
audio
going to
cue
fail
for
at
that
1800. Radio check 5x5.
by the next stream.
Yeah, the engine's going to fail at 1800. I'm
Flight
going to
Sim
make
Pilot,
a
what's
right
happening,
turn back
dude?
to the runway.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
Happy Monday.
French
Happy
Valley
Monday,
traffic,
everybody.
172 is departing runway 18. We're going to have an engine failure at 500 feet and return to runway 36 at French Valley. Okay. I got brakes, heat, lights, ignitions are all on, no ignitions.
Peanut Butter
or
is a
heats
good.
in this plane.
He's a good dude.
Tell I've been flying the jet.
I fly with a David Clark.
1702 Echo taxiing from
And I love it.
Valley.
I love it. How dare you? Oh frick! Broken seat.
And you want the mixture in that?
Yeah, it's alright. Okay. It's fine where it's at.
Okay. Here's the impossible turn.
Power set. Speed's alive. Little gusty, but not too much.
That was a nice takeoff.
Brakes, thank you. I've done it a timer 1,000.
Yeah, you got 820s. I still haven't even tried
Yeah,
Brad's
so we're
820s
climbing
yet.
out, looking good.
He has like 5 sets of them or something, and I like my David Clark.
There's 1500. Just making a nice straight out departure here.
Yep.
Pilot
Flying
Peanut Butter,
runway
this
heading
is
until pattern altitude or
the
whatever it
impossible
is for
turn. We're
normal
gonna kill the
departure,
power at 500 feet.
So we've got some terrain and some obstacles here to my right. I may change the game plan and go left. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go left with it.
Okay, hold on to your butts.
Oh yeah. There's 1700.
I'm in the left seat. Brad is flying right now.
Doesn't look like we're that high.
No, we're not. Here's 1800, ready?
1800 ready.
French Valley traffic, the 172 is returning to runway 36, French Valley. Just slightly keeping it
on.
unloaded here.
Okay, our airspeed is plenty fast.
Just full flap.
Full flaps on the turn. Going right to the numbers. Okay.
This is at French Valley.
We do have a 10 knot tailwind.
Okay, so he lands
Now what's
just
the
past the discoloration,
We're-
or at least
we're
he's
too fast.
Ton of
close.
energy, right?
Yeah.
We're
With a
still
10 knot
flying,
tailwind.
still
Yeah.
flying.
I mean, the airspeed is still, we're gonna stop
But
flying
we were like
soon,
in
but-
ground effect at the discoloration.
Congratulations, you survived the impossible turn. See how impossible it is?
Yeah.
Improbable.
Super improbable.
So the margins
You're
are
in the Temecula area,
extremely
Flight Sim?
tight. You heard the stall horn when we were in that turn,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
And how much runway did we use?
Yeah.
5,000 feet.
A lot of
right?
it, yeah.
Yeah, I probably did a little bit of a
you heard
slip,
the
but I mean, we had
With a 10 knot tail?
little. Yeah, a little
Now
bit.
what's the problem?
We're too fast.
Ton of energy, right?
Yeah.
With a 10 knot tailwind.
Yeah. I mean, the airspeed.
Okay, so there's that. Let's try it. Okay, cool, nice. Yeah, that's a awesome airport. Okay. French Valley traffic, Skyhawk is departing 18. We're gonna have an engine failure at 500 feet and return back to 36 French Valley.
Either you're a prophet or this happens every day for you.
I really hope it never happens. Alright, so 1,800 feet, we're gonna kill the power. So we're up. Hit the brakes. Get into a nice climb. You guys can't see. There you go. Sorry. $1,500 feet. Oh, where's the runway? 1,600. Yeah, here we go. Is it gonna work? We are not that high. 1,800 feet. You ready? Power off. French Valley traffic, Skyhawk is returning to 36 French Valley. I have a feeling that this is not going to work. I think we're significantly lower, but we also have enough energy that we might be okay. There's a discoloration. Yeah, we're going, and there's no flaps either. Oh. That was a little bit more sketch than when Bradley did it, but no, yeah, I never established best glide, but you want to be faster because best glide is going to, yeah, I mean, I tried to match the speeds that Brad was doing basically, and we were, you know, in that like 60 range through the turn, and then keep the nose down to keep as much speed up as possible to get there. French Valley traffic, Skyhawk is taxi back to 18. At 500 feet, we're told to land straight, which isn't a great option depending on what runway we're on. Yeah, well, it depends on the situation and the plane and the airport and all that stuff. We made it. I think the climb, I don't know, there was something different about the profile of that versus what we did in the real world, but that was best glide, yes, but at 45-degree bank angle changes, you want to be faster. Yeah, so you want to get the nose down, get going faster, because you're gonna, when you're banking to try to make that turn, you're gonna want to be much faster. So that's where I think the difference is just not having the depth perception in the simulator. I probably let the nose come down a little bit too much, got a little bit faster than I needed to be, and therefore got a little bit lower than I needed to be. So I think that's probably what happened there. But yeah, it's very different. It's very different, yeah. And that's part of doing this exercise too, is to see what the differences are. So we did it in the real world and did it in the sim, see where the landing spots are, where they're different, where they're the same, you know, all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Let's see. After the turn, you were straight and level at 80 knots. Too low. You could have raised the nose. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, minimums. You're right on that. French Valley traffic, Skyhawks departing 18. Again, going to have an engine failure 500 and return for landing 36 French Valley. And let's see if we can do this a little bit more comfortably altitude-wise and not feel like we were so low. Okay, so there is 55. Brakes. Calm down. Okay. Climb is good. There is 1500. There's 1600. Yeah, it's a little gnarly, even when someone doing it, or the person doing it, knows what they're doing. There is 1800. Okay, power off. French Valley traffic. White Skyhawk returning 36 French Valley. Yeah, see, I let the nose come down a little bit too much there, and I can see it in the speed, and I can also see it in the just in the altitude. But that is also better. That is better, significantly better. There's 36. We've got plenty of speed. Still a little bit low. We're pushing 80 there, but and we also have to remember too that there's no I mean, we had a 10 knot tailwind here too, so it was like pushing us towards the runway a lot quicker than what we're getting here. The wind is really not much, so that was better. I didn't let the nose come down as much. That was better. I don't know about Melon. I don't know about textbook, but that was much better. I still could have kept the nose up a little bit more, but that was pretty good. The wind can screw.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 257 Papa is holding short runway 18 for left close traffic, French Valley.
French Valley traffic. The Skyhawk is clear of 36 at Alpha 2, French Valley. Okay.
French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 7257 Papa is taking runway 18 left close traffic, French Valley.
Is that just some random person doing pattern work, or is that one of you guys watching the stream? It's nice to have traffic that knows what they're doing.